Hey there, Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. At this channel, we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. I want to thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your comments, your subscribes. Make sure you hit the notification button. Then you can catch me when I go live and do something like I did today when I did my little new moon burning ritual. It was funny. I couldn't get the fire started. What? Whatever. Oh, looks like Spirit's ready to have a conversation, so let's go ahead and get started. The moon is starting out in Taurus in your 12th house of hopes and goals and dreams and wishes, which is ruled by Pisces. And then we have this whole Pisces retrograde thing going on, just a lot of energy, and Neptune's in Pisces. And look, we're talking about you looking pretty cool there. 9 of Pentacles. So you have enough. Like you are, this week is about finding or creating for yourself that sense of self-value, self-worth, which is really cool because it actually moves through that house for you by the end of the week. And so I think that, she's sitting there and she's reading her book and she's drinking her tea and she's got money on the table and beautiful garden and, plenty to eat. And we start out talking about self-love and nourishment. And that's what she's doing, right? She's taking care of herself. She's loving herself. She's providing for herself. See the blessings just flowing and filling up. And you have self-love. How crazy is that? It says self-love investment is you invest in your self-value of time, energy, and notice your abundance and money grows. That is the epitome of what this card dictates. I mean, look at it. She's got it all going on right there. And so you're being encouraged to invest in yourself. Does that mean putting money into the bank? Paying yourself off the top of the check? Maybe. Does it mean taking time out to stop and smell the roses and appreciate what the good that you have in your life? Definitely. So take a look around. How are you investing self-love? How are you nurturing yourself? How are you caring for yourself? The moon's going to move into Gemini, your house, the first house of yourself and who you are, on Tuesday. And it just kind of continues on with that theme. Now, the moon is about finding the path and assessing where you are and where you want to go in this position. And so by taking the time to honor where you are and all your abundance, you can create more just through simply assessing where you already stand. But we're going to get a little more guidance here. I'm using the Kuan Yin Oracle from Alana Fairchild, which, you have fearless. You have fearless. I'm going to go ahead and read hers because I always love hers. And she just says things that are so amazing. And I have to use a light because I'm blind. Okay. So that number on that is actually 14. And 14 translates to a 5. And it says fearless. So that means that when there are challenges, you aren't afraid to overcome them, to work toward that, to, you can't be fearless if there isn't a challenge, right? There has to be some kind of a challenge to bring that out. So, now it's your time to leap. Do not hesitate. Do not fear. Do not need to know how it is going to all work out in order for everything to work out perfectly. This is not a time for small, tentative steps. This is the time for big gestures. Take a chance. Be bold. So take a running leap with your eye only on where you are going. Your body will trust you and follow. I will protect you and guide you. Let us leap together fearlessly into the unfolding future of your divine destiny. It will be a wild ride. And so while she looks all sedate and calm here, It's almost like it's like this investing this time, this resting, this investing in the self-nourishment and the love and taking care of yourself, because you're about to embark on a journey, and it's going to be a wild ride, and it's going to require discernment. Okay, it says fearlessness. Well, we have fears here. We have a lot of them. And so you're going to have to figure out how to let those go. There's only one cage and a ton of fears. So maybe one or two are valid, but mostly no, they need to be let go. You need to go ahead and take the opportunity. You need to go ahead and take the chance to jump. And so when you come out of these hopes and goals and dreams and wishes from the weekend about what it is you want, and taking care of yourself and nourishing yourself, and then you need to go for it. And don't let anybody tell you that retrograde isn't a time to try something new. It's not really true, and it's especially not true for air signs this year, because it's mostly going to be affecting the water signs. So if there's something you've been wanting to do and you've been sitting on go, this says respect. But look at that. That looks like self-respect. This looks like self-respect. So something holding you back, something you're afraid of? Is there something keeping you down? You're afraid to go for it, and you're being disrespected, but you're afraid that if you stand up for yourself, that you won't be able to provide for yourself? Because I think that this is the part where you would have to love yourself enough to say, no, I respect myself. And this is the universe saying, you deserve to respect yourself. Be fearless and go for it. You need to take care of yourself. And if you're letting somebody hold you down, if that's what your fears are about, then you do need to be bold and create some boundaries. Like, protect yourself. Like, you're not allowed to talk to me that way. You're not allowed to hurt me that way. You're not allowed to push me to do this. And, whatever it is, set your boundaries out of self-respect. Those kind of boundaries. The ones where you're like, no, that's not how you are allowed to treat me. You're not allowed to treat me that way, because I am worthy, I am worthwhile. Because this is going on in your second house of what you value, of your self-esteem, of your self-worth. And then your third house of communication. So this is second house of self-value, self-esteem, self-worth, and then communication. So communicating your boundaries, having the willpower to stand up for yourself and say, I got this. I'm fearless. I deserve to be treated better than that. Talk about empowering yourself. That's pretty important this week. Let's get one more piece of guidance, and you have first light. It's the beginning of a new cycle. It's the beginning of a new cycle. Yes, it is. It's time for you to communicate where the boundaries are in your life so that you feel respected. So that you know that you love yourself and you're caring for yourself and you're giving yourself what you deserve and what you, just what you deserve. So this is a powerfully important week for you. This doesn't feel like it has anything to do with the retrograde. This feels like this is the moon saying and telling you where it is you need to go, what you need to do, what you deserve. I feel so empowered right now when I'm looking at your reading. Stand up for yourself. You have to excuse my voice. I have a really bad cold. All right, so you got 3 cards. All right, so you have purify your body. When I see this, I think of that as doing the things that are good and healthy for yourself. Purifying your body could also mean, in this case, though, if your stomach's been tied up in knots because you've been letting someone run all over you, when you stand up for yourself, you're releasing that toxic emotions out of your body, and that really does purify your body. So drink plenty of water this week. Try to eat good, healthy foods, especially if you're going to be going through a challenge. And you are going to be going through a challenge because this card right here, this fearless, you don't need to be fearless unless there's some kind of a challenge, right? And 14 is a 5, and 5 is all about challenges. And so make sure that you're preparing your body to take on this kind of challenge. So eat light foods. Drink plenty of water. Get plenty of rest. Maybe go for a walk and release some energy that way. And you have lilac, strengthen your body. So yes, you definitely need to be taking care of yourself this week, because then you have brilliance. Discover your sparkle. And I think that's the part where you stand up for yourself and you show yourself that self-respect and you say, hey, this isn't going like this anymore. I'm not going to let myself be held down by fear. I'm not going to let myself be held back. You don't get to treat me that way. I don't know what sector of your life this is happening in. It could be in family, it could be in friendships, it could be at work, it could be any number of places. Because of where these cards fall, I can't tell. But you know where you're feeling disrespected. You know where it is that you've been afraid to stand up for yourself because you're afraid of what you might lose. And I'm going to tell you right now, nothing you lose is more valuable than the self-respect you will gain for you. So, I am excited for you. Go get it. Stand up for yourself. We'll see you back here next week when I do the weeklies. You sure and check out the new moon in Pisces video. You can check out the video where I did the new moon in Pisces burning ritual. I forget what I called it, fire ritual or something like that. But if you go to my channel page, you can find it. There's a little fire on it. It's hard to miss. And I will look forward to talking to you. And yeah, no, really, you can do this. You deserve to be respected. All right? I'll talk to you soon, Gemini.